Welcome back to AM Northwest. It's an indie film set and shot right here in Oregon, and it is getting rave reviews. A modern reimagining of Little Red Riding Hood. To Kill a Wolf follows a reclusive woodsman who discovers a teenage runaway in the wilderness and does his best to help her find a way home.
You been seeing any wolf activity up here?
No, sir.
Any other kind of activity? Anything suspicious? New people snooping around?
So how'd you end up half dead in the woods?
This isn't something that we can talk about. Because when we talk about it, that's when people get hurt.
We welcome the writer and director of To Kill a Wolf, filmmaker Kelsey Taylor. Good morning, Kelsey.
Good morning. Thanks for having me, Helen.
You bet. Congrats on all your success on the film festival circuit. I mean, it's getting incredible reviews. You must be so thrilled as someone who shot this on basically an independent budget.
Yeah, I'm really excited, mainly because people are seeing the film. It's a delight to see it go out in the world. It's terrifying at the same time. I can't read the reviews, but I'm glad that people are enjoying it and it's resonating.
How did it come about? Because I understand that you loved fairy tales as a kid.
Yes, I've got a bookshelf full of fairy tales still. I love adaptations. I was big on Wicked when those books first came out. And I just love mythology in general. And I've found that in my writing, I tend to write adaptations no matter what I set out to do.
It was 7 years in the making. What took so long? I mean, I know the process is long because there's a lot involved. So I hate to say, like, that feels like a long time, but probably in filmmaking, writing, producing, all of that, it takes a while.
Yes, you're so right, though. It's still a long time. It's still a very long time, and it has felt like a long time, which makes it even more satisfying that it's finally happening. But in the film world, you know, things do take time. There's a lot that has to come together. We also had a pandemic, which didn't help things.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not going to blame our timeline on that. But certainly, there's just so many elements that have to come together. The script kept evolving as well. The script I wrote 7 years ago is not the script that you're seeing today. So I'm so glad it took that long to make.
And I understand partly the script changed, having to do with the main actor, Ivan Martin. What incredible job he did, by the way. So good. But his character evolved over time and using less script. I mean, there's less language, but a lot is conveyed.
Yeah, and Ivan and Maddison, our two leads, are really incredible at doing so much without having to say things. And I think that allows the audience to consider what they're feeling and allows them to put themselves in the position of those characters. And both of them, I can't say enough good things about Ivan and Maddison. They're superstars. And truly on the day, we kept cutting lines because it was like, I don't think we need to say that. I think we feel that already. Ivan really breaks your heart in this film.
Oh, he does. Oh my gosh, he does. It's really about trauma. It's about survival. But tell me more about the message you wanted to get out.
Yeah, without giving too many spoilers, this is a film for people who, you know, have maybe experienced something traumatic in their lives. And we have two main characters, so there's a little something for everybody.
Right.
Really, I want to make sure that people have a little bit more empathy for those around them. I think the world would be a better place if we gave everyone a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt. I think especially in the polarized times we're living in, if we looked more to find connections with people and what we have in common, we'd all be a lot better off.
You shot in Oregon. Tell me why and how did it go?
It was a long circular journey coming to Oregon. I'm from Washington, which makes things a little confusing. And I've betrayed my home state by coming to Oregon. But I love the Pacific Northwest. And we had originally shot a teaser out in the Catskills in upstate New York. And it's not quite the same wilderness. It's like a very folksy, magical feeling place. But Oregon, the woods are so big.
Yeah.
And we wanted magic, but there's also a survival element. Yeah, look at those woods.
Yeah.
So it was really important that we had the exact right setting. And I'd worked in Portland once before in the Mount Hood area and said, let's go back. And so we had scouted the entire coast of Washington and Oregon and ultimately settled here because it had everything we needed. I also love that this area, you can hop over the mountains and be in desert.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool to showcase that. People don't think of that when they think Pacific Northwest.
But you must have had challenges shooting. I mean, I'm looking at a snow scene here. That that probably wasn't easy.
When we scouted this location, there was no snow. It was a beautiful day. You could see the mountain. And when we came back a couple weeks later, it snow everywhere. This was 2023, and there were crazy snowstorms. Parts of Portland were shut down because of the ice. And you had a bunch of kids roll up from California in flip-flops without snow tires. And
when you say kids, that's your crew you're talking about.
Yes, and they're not children, but they are kind of children.
Yeah. Because while showing up to the set in flip-flops, not realizing what they were getting themselves into.
Yes, and it was like very spring-like when we started, but it would snow, it would melt, it would snow, it would melt, sometimes within the same scene, where we'd have to stop and say, do we need to reshoot this? Because it doesn't look like it did when we started.
What's been the reaction of audience members that you've heard?
You know, it's been wild because we did the festival circuit, and festival audiences are a little bit kinder, I think, to films that are indie. They understand, like, we don't have big budgets. So seeing it now go out into the world, we're releasing in Regal theaters right now, is scary, because I didn't think the reactions would be as positive as they've been on the festival circuit. But they have been. And the conversations I've had, it seems like people are craving cinema that has something to say and is made with heart. I think we have a lot of things that are being churned out right now. And I've learned a lot about how much of a business the film industry is.
Yeah.
I probably should have known that. But I think people are looking for something a little bit deeper than what we're being served.
And when you're an indie film, you shoot with a small crew, and that usually means that every single person they're probably doing a couple different jobs.
Yes, and then some. I make a joke that everyone on this crew had to have at least 3 jobs on this, and that's true. Even my brother was our focus puller, and I joke our script supervisor, and he edited the film. And then our cinematographer was also our location scout, a producer. He still logs receipts. So everyone had to pull their weight. There was only about 10 of us, and then cast.
When you talk to Oregon audiences, you know they're going to ask you about the wolves. So
Yes.
You probably need to explain that no wolves were hurt in the filming of this movie.
Yes, absolutely not. No wolves were harmed. If anything, the wolf was having a great time. This is a testament to sound design, because you do hear the wolf whimper, and I promise we were not hurting the wolf. I've got great videos of him rolling around on his back and his tummy rubbed. But it is a rather horrific scene.
Yes.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Yeah.
No wolves were harmed.
Right, there we go. It really is a great movie. Congrats on your success. We want to tell everyone that you have a Q&A, and that's going to be, so let me tell everyone, To Kill a Wolf is not rated. It opens in Portland and Bend on Friday. To learn more about the post-film Q&As with Kelsey that you'll be holding, just head to our website at katu.com. Kelsey, thank you so much, and congrats.
Thank you so much for having me.
You bet. All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Don't go away.